Well, hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and you're watching Funny Old Guys. And beside me is that strange man, a homeless Charlie. He has no home. Say hello to our audience there, Charlie.
Well, hello there to our great audience.
And below me is Dr. Fat Packer. Boy, it's really snowing still. Say hello to all our video friends.
Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody. Guten Tag. Yeah, we got a lot of snow here, but it'll all be gone by, I don't know, April or May.
Or June. But anyway, what we do is we tell jokes, you laugh, you know the routine. We do this twice weekly, and it's hysterically funny. But before we do, we have a point of conversation just between the three of us. The point of conversation today is, gentlemen, you're at the airport. You're at the airport.
Okay.
You're being frisked by a beautiful young airport security agent.
Ooh.
As she continues to frisk you, you say, almost Charlie.
Well, hey, I don't have a thing in my pocket. I'm just happy to see you.
Wow! And Dr. Fatpacker, you're at the airport. You're being frisked by a beautiful young woman. And as she's frisking you, as she continues, what do you say to her?
I would say, be careful down there. Excuse me while I whip this out. And I would take out my sponge balls and I go like that.
Oh, we lost one there for a second. That was magical, Doctor. Hey, homeless Charlie.
Yeah.
Should we refer him to a specialist?
Wait a minute, I am a specialist.
Oh, well, anyway, what I would say, so this beautiful young airport security agent, she's frisking me. And as she continues to frisk, I said, Madam, your hands are cold.
Oh.
And she said, just sit tight. I'll be done in a minute. And I said, lower. And she said, I'll be done in a minute. Almost Charlie, tell us a joke.
Like that.
Oh.
Well, I've got a friend. He's in the home security business, and he's great at selling home security systems. If people aren't home, he just leaves a brochure on your kitchen table.
And business is booming. Dr. Fatpacker, tell us a joke.
Well, I was in the bank the other day, and wouldn't you know it, a bank robber came in.
Wow.
He wanted to keep his identity secret, but he forgot to wear a mask. And he told everybody in the bank, he says, don't look at me or I will shoot you. One customer did try to sneak a peek, and the robber shot him. Well, he asked, does anybody else had seen his face? This one old guy over in the corner goes up and he goes, I think my wife got a glimpse.
I think my wife got a glimpse. Well, gentlemen, here's a kind of a very nice statement about life and living. Oh. And that is that marriage is grand, but divorce is 10 grand.
If you're lucky.
Almost Charlie, tell us a joke.
Whew.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Wait a minute, are you homeless Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to tell a joke?
There was this couple out at a restaurant, and the husband said to the waitress, oh my, he said, aren't you pretty? And the waitress said, thank you, sir. And then the wife says, well, tell her about your ED, George. And then the husband says, allow me to introduce my ED. Her name is Margaret.
Her name is, you were cutting in and out. So did you get it?
Okay, we can listen to it later. That's all right.
Okay, well, we might let him tell it again. I think it's because you're too far away from your camera there, big boy. Dr. Fatpacker.
Yeah, whoa. Hey, listen. one of the married men in our building was having an affair with the secretary. Oh, dear. One day, apparently their passions got the best of them and they took off for her house,
Ah,
and they were exhausted and they fell asleep and didn't wake up until 8 p.m.
ooh,
So as a man was putting his clothes on, he told the woman, take his shoes outside and rub them through the grass and the dirt. And so he slipped his shoes on and he drove home. And his wife goes, where have you been? When he says, darling, I cannot lie to you. I've been having an affair with my secretary. I fell asleep in her bed and didn't wake up until 8 o'clock. And his wife looked at him. She looked down at his shoes and he says, you liar, you were playing golf.
yeah. Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking with Homeless Charlie the other day, right?
Ooh.
And he told me that, and I know this is true, about they're using pigs' veins in humans to correct vein problems, right? So my buddy, he had the operation where they put pig's veins into his legs to correct a vein problem. And when they got everything all done and the operation was over, and the doctor said to my buddy, well, how do you feel? And you know what my buddy said?
Pray tell.
He said, what the hell? Homeless Charlie, tell us a joke.
Woo.
Get close so you don't break up.
Well, yesterday I saw an ad that said radio for sale, $1 volume.
Oh, look, he's a frozen man. That's okay. Start again. That was fine.
Yeah, wait, you broke up. Go, tell us a joke. Same one.
Really?
Yeah, you just froze up.
Oh,
It happens to all of us.
well, I'm broken up also. because
Is it
of-
cold in that room, Charlie?
Let me see if I can speak closer.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yesterday I saw an ad
yes.
and it said radio for sale,
Yeah,
$1.
got it.
The volume is stuck on full. And I thought, holy cow, I can't turn that down.
Oh, I can't turn that. Get it there, Doctor.
Oh, yeah, I got it
Oh,
for $1. You can't turn it down. I like it. That was funny.
Tell us a
I'm
joke,
glad
Dr.
we
Pepper.
rehearsed. I'm glad we got it again. So, Val, I read in the history books about this guy named Fred. He received a patent for discovering lowercase letters. Well, another friend of his applied for a patent for the uppercase letters.
Yes.
Fred launched a patent infringement against Sir Jack, who claimed he capitalized on his idea.
Oh, my Lord. Last summer, I went skydiving for the first time. I tell you, it was
Ooh.
thrilling. Woo! But it was also dangerous because I jumped out of the airplane, and when they told me to pull the ripcord, I did. But it was my suspenders that I grabbed. So then I grabbed for the ripcord again, and I pulled off my belt. And then I pulled what I thought was the ripcord a third time, and I got my jock strap. Well, I ended up naked in Lake Erie, paddling as fast as I could without any clothes on, trying to get to shore. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, that's what you told the police, right?
Yes. Homeless Charlie, this is your last one.
Whew.
Well, do this up close again.
Yes.
Oh, hello.
Starbucks, you've heard of Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Well, they're planning on selling beer and wine.
Ooh.
apparently it's getting difficult to sell sober people a $12 cup of coffee. Dr. Fatpacker, your last one.
Well, I was visiting at the old folks' home. It was an adult community, you know, and
Yes.
I saw these two elderly widows. They were curious about the new man that came into the home there, and he was quiet. He was nice looking. When one of the girls went up to him, says, "Why don't you find out why he looks so lonely?" She says, "Okay." So she says, he said to her, "Of course I'm lonely. I spent the last 20 years in prison." When she says, "You're kidding. What for?" He says, "For killing my third wife. I strangled her." "Oh my goodness, what happened to your second wife?" He goes, "I shot her." He goes, "And if I may ask, for your first wife?" "Well, we had a fight and she fell off a building." Says, "Oh my." So she turned to her girlfriend. She yells over, "You, Shirley, he's single."
He's single. Well, speaking of single, I was in a singles bar last night, right?
Ooh,
I met this gal and we had a couple of drinks and we kind of got along and we were talking, you know, kind of frisky stuff, you know what I mean? So at some point I said, "Do you enjoy sex?" She says, "Do I enjoy sex?" Absolutely. And I said, out of curiosity, I said, "Do you smoke after sex?" And she said, "I don't know. I never looked." That's what she said. So we're out of here. We're done. We're glad you were with us, and we'll see you next time down the road. And oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. We have a special guest that we invite to come to our very next video. Okay.
ooh,
And this is a beauty. This is good. This will be so funny. Our next video. We're inviting that famous comedian, Phyllis Diller. So Phyllis, we want you to come.
Phyllis Diller, she had her
funny old
husband.
guy.
What was his name?
What?
What was her husband's name? She always talked about him.
Fang.
Fang, that's it.
I don't
Yeah,
know what his
yeah.
name was, but
Yeah,
so
that's all
Phyllis,
right.
Phyllis, we want you to,
However,
what?
hold on a second here. She's dead
She's dead.
as a doornail.
What? I don't even know what a doornail is. Well, then we can't, Phyllis, we're sorry you're dead. And Mr. Diller, you're a dilly. But anyway, we're not going to invite anybody. Okay,
Oh,
anybody. So,
fine.
I don't know I don't know anybody named Diller.
Diller Pickle.
Yeah,
Thriller. I know Michael Jackson was a thriller, but
yeah. He's
we're not-
dead too.
he's dead too. Anyway, this is a comedy thief. We're inviting nobody, so I'm saying goodbye. So, Homeless Charlie, say farewell to our fabulous fan base of fun folks. Ooh, I like that. Can you do that one?
Fabulous fan base of fun folks.
Fun folks. Fun. Hey, Dr. Fatpacker.
Well, that didn't come out very
Dr.
well.
Fatpacker.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to chip in and get him a new camera.
Oh my, we get him getting a new microphone, that's all.
Maybe he needs a new voice. What the hell? I don't know. But anyway, say goodbye to our wonderful video audience there, Dr. Fatpacker.
Well, auf Wiedersehen, everybody. So nice that you were here to join us. I hope you laughed a lot, because if you didn't, you'll have to try again next week.
Yeah.
Anyways, before I go, I'd like to tell you about 3 things. They're all the same thing, but it's 3 times to keep it in your memory, okay? I want you to subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. All 3 of those. Please do. It'd really make us feel happy. Thank you.
Everybody wave goodbye. We'll see you down the road. It's been a stinking
Ooh.
pleasure. Wave, 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 and everybody wave.